your voice at night. Make me feel alright. Jump right back into my life. Cause we could dance the night away. Make me love you through the haze. Ain't no need to be afraid. Still hear your voice at night. Make me feel alright. Jump right back into my life. Cause we could dance the night away. Make me love you through the haze. Ain't no need to be afraid. Cause I want you bad, I do. You coming back, cause I still hear your voice at night. Make me feel alright. Jump right back into my life. Give me something else to do than thinking about. Are you thinking about it too? Don't need reason, my reasoning is you. I knew that we were bound to fall apart, but always kept you deep inside my heart. Maybe someday you'll forget the past. Still hear your voice at night. Make me feel alright. Jump right back into my life. Cause we could dance the night away. Make me love you through the haze. Ain't no need to be afraid. Cause I want you bad, I do. You coming back, cause I still hear your voice at night. Make me feel alright. Jump right back into my life. I think about you, I really do. I keep on running back, I'm running back to you. I think about you, I really do. I keep on running back, I'm running back to you. Still hear your voice at night, voice at night. I still hear your voice at night, voice at night. I still hear your voice at night. Make me feel right. Jump right back into my life. I do. too deep, yeah. Am I just your little secret? I didn't hear the sirens. I didn't wanna see the warning signs, and now I pay the price, yeah. Oh, I should've known. It hits me like a tidal wave every time you say my name.
Hello and welcome. Today we'll be explaining how Critical Ops Obsidian and Odyssey will work. Critical Ops Obsidian is a 3-stage tournament. The first stage, all teams are accepted and then will be put into a single elimination bracket with best of 3 matches. The top 8 will advance to Stage 2. Stage 2 will be a league stage. It will be a best of 2 round robin where the top 4 will advance into Stage 3. Which is the playoffs. Stage 3 will be a unique format with the first and second place teams in Stage 2 playing first. The winner of that game will go to the finals, the loser will go to match 3. Third and fourth place will play in match 2, the winner of that will go to match 3. The loser will be eliminated. Then the winner of match 3 will play in the finals against the winner of match 1. Moving on to point system. The point system is unique and qualifies you for Odyssey. You get less points as the Obsidians go on, so it's important to stay with your team. More information can be found on that on our website.
Looks like everything's going as it should, and we're gonna have some good matches today. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. We have the lower finals here today, Monarchy versus Uprising. It's gonna be quite an exciting match. Of course, before we get into that real quick, we are gonna go ahead and take a quick look at the standings and see how the teams are doing so far. So I'm gonna let A-Master take that away for you.
Absolutely. So we're gonna have a good time here. We've had quite a bit of fun through so far. We do have Ice here on top, Monarchy in second, Uprising in third, and Cyclone in fourth. Of course, all the other teams that have participated, we got to give a good appreciation here, and thank you guys for making your way through. I mean, it's been an absolute blast to see where everybody's been. But of course, we got to see just how that placements have lined up, being here in the top 4. We do have the playoff brackets as well that we can kind of show everybody and see where we're currently at and where we're going and what we're looking at here. As far as Ice goes, they've already made their way into the grand finals. So, obviously they're number 1. They're at the top. They're looking to just easily make their way in. However, we do need to find out how that's going to go for the lower finals today, because we've got to find out, as you guys can see on the lower ticker, we have Monarchy versus Uprising coming in today. And whoever wins, they get to move forward. Whoever doesn't, unfortunately, this is going to be the end of the road for them. And but again, we're going to find out how that's going to be and what that's going to be looking like. And here's the brackets here. We did have Uprising. They did beat out Cyclone. They did a great job with that, 2-0. Same for Ice. But Monarchy, I'm pretty sure, is not going to let that go lying down. Because now they're back. They're here again. They're going to try and... Are we going to have a rematch, or are we going to see Uprising make their way through, going through the lowers? We'll find out, though. Mantas, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's always very interesting to see how that's going to play out. I mean, Uprising are going to have an uphill battle if they want to make it to the grand finals, whereas Monarchy, I don't know, they've played Ice. Maybe they're a little bit upset. We're going to have to see if that's going to affect their attitude coming into this matchup here today. We are having a best of 3 for Monarchy versus Uprising. We're going to go ahead and take a quick look at the team breakdowns as well so we can see who's competing here.
Yep, because we got to know a little bit about who, what, and where. And Mantis, I think we're starting out with Monarchy.
Yep, so Monarchy, we can see their previous tournaments played. Most importantly, we saw in Obsidian League Season 2 playoffs, they made it to the upper finals, and then in Obsidian League Season 2, they made it all the way through the rounds. And then going ahead and take a look at the player stats as well, we can see what players are competing on this team for Monarchy. Or no, first we're going to look at their map stats, my apologies. So we can see a lot of good win ratios. Bureau yet to be played as, or not yet to be played, rather yet to be won on, as well as Legacy. Both of them, they haven't won on these maps yet. So, you know, if Uprising have picked one of these maps, it'll be a little bit difficult. However, they're looking in the green for all of their other win ratios as well. Everything above 50% when it comes to the map stats. So definitely looking like Monarchy have some good stats across the board as far as their maps. And now we're taking a look at their rosters, though. We're seeing a lot of familiar names here on this Monarchy list. Most importantly, we know Razor, Punch, and Setup have been playing together for quite some time. And then also Bossy, Razor, and Punch have won the last Obsidian together. And they went ahead and moved on to play with Monarchy for this current lineup. So there's definitely a lot of chemistry among this team. And I'm expecting to see big things from them. Also, for those of you that do not know in the chat, Monarchy is based on EU. They're a team based in EU. So this is going to be interesting because we're having a clash of regions here today for this matchup.
Yep. So with that clash of regions, we've got the other side. We've got Uprising. They, again, as they're running in the lower bracket side of things, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for them. And they've had a lot of history, though, as far as making it through Challengers, Obsidian, in Season 1, Season 2, and then, of course, Challengers 2025. And by all means, winning Challengers 2025. So, I mean, they've done a lot. They've been around quite a bit. It looks like this actually goes off screen with their current tournaments played. I mean, it's a lot. So there's definitely experience, even though they are running up the rear here in the lower brackets. They have tons and tons and tons and tons of experience. But as far as their maps go, they a little bit less green, a little bit of yellow for Village. But I mean, we've got such low numbers for that right now. But either way, if Monarchy wants to have a good time, Port, Canals, at least so far, has not been great with the way everybody's been playing. So if they want to have an upper hand, definitely want to see if they can pop in on Grounded with that 64%, or Plaza, definitely rolling, looking good with that 86%.
I think Grounded is the only map I'm seeing here that has like over 10 maps played.
Yeah. That's also the other. Yeah, they have 11 played on that. But overall, with Tyler, Knife, Arm, Def, Saw, Dom, and Josh, everybody's looking good. Knife in the yellow a little bit, but you know his numbers aren't exactly super high, but his ratio is not bad. But Tyler, Dom, and Ezek, they've been playing together for a couple years now, and so the chemistry between them should be good, and they should know exactly how each other's going to be playing. And then, of course, you sprinkle in everybody else who's been practicing and being a part of the team. This should be good. Like I said, I'd be curious to see, have to go back and see kind of where and how they got to this lower bracket, because technically, based on everything, they should be priming themselves to win and continue forward.
Yeah, again, a lot of solid players you see from both, but I'm curious to see if these guys have any match history together. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that right now. And so we can see only one encounter previously between Monarchy and Uprising, and they actually ended up winning 2-0 in a best of 3. They win on Village and Canals and got 2 wins against Uprising. So far, just based off of history, things are looking good for Monarchy. I'm not sure if Uprising have a different plan. Maybe they want to play a different map now that they've looked at the stats a little bit, or maybe even had the chance to see them compete previously in this tournament. So I'm not sure. But as of right now, statistics-wise, Monarchy definitely have a little bit of a slight edge.
Yeah. As far as the team itself, they definitely do. But we got to find out what they're going to be playing on today. Because remember, you said best of 3s. We got to get a couple maps out of the way here and find out what those are going to be and who's going to get that upper hand. We are going to see some vetoes. Legacy Village, no. Port, hey, we got that
Ooh.
grounded. So that's going to be a little bit rough. And then canals, it seems, on the very end if we need it.
Definitely a very exciting set of 3 maps. So go ahead and take a quick look at the prize pool as well so you can see what these guys are competing for. So obviously, first off, 5th through 8th place no longer in this tournament, getting 1,500 credits apiece. 4th place has already been decided as well for the team that was already knocked out in the first round. They're getting 2,000 credits as well as some event cases and emblem. And then 3rd place is going to be getting 2,500 credits, 25 event cases, and that Obsidian emblem as well. And then the runner-up is going to be getting a total of $600 US, 3,000 credits, 30 event cases, and that champion's knife and emblem. And then the champion is going to be getting $1,400 US, 3,000 credits, 35 event cases, and a champion's knife as well as that emblem as well. So whoever wins today or whoever loses today is going to be getting that 3rd place prizing.
Yep, it's going to be exciting to see. Whoever gets it, it's going to be a good time. I mean, we don't want, we want to see everybody succeed, but somebody has to fill the slot. So that's going to be the unfortunate set of events. So somebody's going to be locking in that 3rd place, and whoever wins today is going to be looking at one of those 2 slots for that $600 or $1,400. So it's going to be exciting. We're going to find out because it looks like the players are getting ready. They're already in the map. They've been practicing a little bit, and we're going to find out, starting now, who's going to get it. Is it Monarchy or Uprising?
I think first these guys are going to have to make a decision about what side they're starting on. And
Yep,
so
time
we're
for
going to
some
have the clash of knives.
Let's get it. Here they come, going for the corner.
And as of right now, the teams are swapped on the top side. So Uprising is actually blue, or Coalition. And it looks like they are going to take the knife. So the question is, what side are they going to start on? I guess we're going to find out momentarily here.
Yeah, they got to make that choice.
Go ahead and decide. Yeah, honestly, it's a hard decision. You're playing on Port, such a map where you need to like battle for mid control the whole time. It feels like. I'm not sure. I guess it kind of depends on their play style for whoever's on the Coalition side, because some teams like to contest that, others kind of like to play it a lot more passively.
Yeah, but like you said, mid control is where it's got to be. So technically, it doesn't matter depending on what you want to do. But yeah, obviously it does because there's 2 different sides. But we're gonna start off here. We got the pistols out. They're slowly going. They're moving. It looks like we're about to have a bit of a come to head here for just a second. All the nades are coming in. Def's got 2. Can't see anything. Back it up. Moving around. Trying to get some tips, some taps. Okay. VO and 007. Let's keep it going. Arm, Razor. We're down on a 2v2. Technically, Monarchy not looking the best. We'll see if they can get those shots in. Tyler gets another one. It's all up to 007. Can he live up to the name?
Coalition wins.
Oh, and got caught with the util out. Saul is going to go ahead and take it. So that's going to be first round to Uprising.
And again, that double grenade kill had to be huge there. I mean, that's one thing we did see in the most recent patch is that those grenades did get buffed a little bit. We know kind of back in the day, they used to be a little broken, I won't lie. And so they got nerfed pretty hard, which I think was kind of deserved. But in this recent patch, they seem to be a little bit more balanced to where you're going to be finding picks with those a lot more frequently, especially if your opponents don't have any armor.
Yeah, and that's really just going to rip them apart. And but are in the earlier rounds, that's going to be a little rough to deal with. But here we go as we move forward. Def grabbing 2, and well, it's down to the final 2. These rifles are just ripping through them. No armor, no Kevlar, no helmets, no nothing, and Def's just going to go ahead and run away with it.
And now it should be our first full buy for Monarchy. Curious to see what they have planned here. I mean, now is where the real strats start to pull out. We see a lot of util being bought from them as well. A couple of smokes and flashes, and a couple grenades here as well. Uprising playing very passively, not choosing to get too aggressive, which understandable. Last turn they kind of had their freedom to do that, knowing it's all pistols on the side of Monarchy, but now they're going to play a bit more safely. We do see an early incendiary going down towards A long, just trying to deny any crossing. And I'm noticing Saw in the back here is kind of, well, now he's dropped out for the angle. He was holding an interesting off angle, but it looks like he's chosen not to contest that anymore. And there's a lot of action happening towards mid. It's going to be up to Def and Tyler to try and hold down the A site. Maybe a well-timed flank from Saw as well, but it looks like he's actually going to just go ahead and regroup with the squad as well.
Yep, they're going to take their time, try to get their way in, see if they can get any kills. But they got to be careful. Like I said, this is the first rifle round, so we got to take it easy.
So far, no one has been dropped yet, which is crazy. These are going to take their time, but now the flash is coming out and the grenades as well. But Def is going to peek out. The nade is going to refrag him, and so much damage has been done on the side of Monarchy. Rip coming in with the AR-15, somehow still alive on site, but both players are in the red HP zone. They're so weak. I can't believe they're going to actually come close to pulling this one off. It would be a miracle if they can, but one well-placed grenade from Dom is just going to send them both to their doom. And honestly, I've got to wonder if he's going for it. Tyler gets a nice wallbang headshot, and it's all up to Monsia in back sight with the AK. Can he pull it off? Dom dropping down, but no, he's going to get the flick shot.
Yeah, but that's okay. We get the defuse. That's going to be number 3 on the scoreboard. Yeah, no, they made that happen, but they just took a little bit too much damage working their way in. But all right, yeah, I expect this. Def on top. He's chilling with 6. He took off the second round, and then everybody else is following suit pretty nicely across the board. So we just got to see Monarchy bring it back up just a little bit, but we're early on, so that's not a problem.
And already a lot of useful has been done to Uprising, so holding on to a lot of their stuff, and Amasia taking a little bit of damage from that incendiary there. Kind of just jump peeking around here by A long to see if he can maybe spot anyone. It's a nice little cheeky angle. I don't know if he'll actually find any value off of it. And Saw's looking for a jump peek, but it's not going to happen quite yet. Oh, he's kind of jiggling here. He's going to spot one, tries to go for the spray, and he's going to get the perfect read and take out Mossy with a nice headshot. And that's going to be first pick of the round. We still have a minute to work with. The bomb has worked its way up towards A long. Vio's pushed up quite far. And 007 himself hanging out by mid. Oh, Def, are you going to go for something crazy here? Okay, no, he's going to choose to back up. I was about to say, pushing through the smoke might be a little too greedy.
Ooh.
Manages to find the tags, though, which is kind of wild. And 007 picking up a huge kill over towards mid is going to open up the B side completely. We still have Dom to deal with towards B long. And nobody playing on actual site, but Dom is going to hold it down for now. And everyone is going to start pitching him over on site. Almost gets a second. Rip is going to be so low on health, but he manages to find the kill. And they should be able to get that bomb plant any moment now. But Saw coming in for backside is already going to be cleaning up, as well as Def with the wallbang. And now Vio's worried because he knows he's got to deal with all these players pinching him and only 20 seconds to work with. And yeah, just can't do anything without wallbang damage taking you down.
Yeah, no, he was stuck between everybody, and with as many barrels as pointing at him, those wallbangs are going to be deadly. But hey, that's another one for Uprising. They've not only getting the knife, picking their sides, I think they've done a great job so far getting those first 4 rounds. And now, it's not guaranteed, but I would assume this is going to be a 5 for them as well. But we'll see how those hand cannons do with the deagles and the revolver coming in. Move the way forward. Let's get it. Obviously, they're going to slow down a little bit. They've got a good read on it. A is virtually just one person to be dealing with, but they got to get through these smokes first.
Oh, Dom is such a good flank here. Oh, maybe got a little nervous there. The frag is going to come out and do some damage. I guess it was just bad timing. He was trying to look up and down at the same time. And Tyler has to be careful. I don't know why he's on site alone, but he has to watch both of these angles. Now he's going for the jump up, getting a little aggressive. And it's going to be a perfectly timed push. All down to Mafia, but he can't quite find the kill.
Nope. But again, they continue their streak. And so Monarchy's really they're struggling a little bit here, trying to find those openings.
I mean, we do have to also keep in mind they are definitely playing at a ping disadvantage for this first map.
True. Yeah, that is something to take into account, considering we're dealing with EU versus NA. And so we'll see how that goes as we rotate into map number 2 and everything gets flipped on that stretch for the ping side. But for now, the advantage, per se, will be going for Uprising.
Smoke out!
They're thinking about it.
You gotta wonder what Monarchy have planned here. They've dumped almost all of their util, but they still have a couple of smokes to work with, it looks like, just in case they need to try and put on some pressure. 007 getting a nice headshot through the smoke on the arm. That is going to be a big opener for them. Opening up that mid pick, and Veo finding another as well. I don't know if you'll expect a second player there, though. And Death is going to start peeking around, and they have no idea he's here, and he's going to catch him off guard. And he's going to find 2 before Moxie gets the trade, but ultimately it's down to a 2-on-1. Somehow Monarchy have brought it back after that. And Dom pushing up through mid. Now he's made his position well known, and the bomb is going to go down. Rip is going to go ahead and easily reposition a site. And it should be really difficult for Dom to retake this, because he's either got to make noise on the jump up or walk around a container, but they can just like double hold this and just play off of sound cues. So there should be no way that Dom can pull this off here. But oh my god, what a shot. Okay. Masia does get the refrag, but I got a little worried there for a moment. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, he gave us a little Frogger boing there, popping his way in, and it was just enough to keep him alive. But man, that almost went sideways. But hey, that's good. Monarchy getting the first one on the board. They're starting to. I would hope that that's a bit of a relief for them. Try and finally get that 0, the goose egg, to disappear. So everybody's bought up again. So this is going to still be a continuous fight for them. But they at least now know they're not 0 anymore. I see him. Let's get it, VO, Tyler. Grab a 1 each, and Saw trying to get a little bit, but just a little bit of damage, but no dice. There we go. Defo big it up. We got 2 on him, and then Tyler cleans up the 3rd. Barely even able to get out of their spawn.
And it's looking like Monarchy are going to have to take an eco round here. Definitely a little bit of a difficult time for them, but honestly, they really just need a couple more rounds for this half, and they can hopefully try to build up some momentum. But that's where Uprising made the better call, in my opinion, because choosing to start on the Coalition side when you have server advantage, it's going to make it so much easier for them to get round balance if they pull off this map here. Oh, and it is about to be a bloodbath towards A-Long. I just have a bad feeling. No, 007 actually getting an early refrag, and Tyler kind of just jiggling this, looking for a cross. But there's a fast flank coming in, and they know everyone is grouped up in this corner right now, so it's about to be over for Monarchy, I think.
Oh, they've made it somewhat. Never mind. Dom, Tyler, Arm, they just shared the... No, they almost made it across, but they had that read on them. They knew exactly where they were. I was hoping for something crazy, but it's pretty much a shooting range there for a second. Yeah, we're gonna have to see though, because as we know, when we flip sides, things can change. As we know, the ping when we go to the next map, that's also another option. But we will see. We'll see if Monarchy can figure out the ping issue here and get everything into their advantage.
Honestly, Arm is the one who's scary now. He's pushed up really far. Rip is going to have to deal with these BLM players as well, and Arm is going to get taken down early on. Oh, Rip getting tagged up, just getting cooked by that timing there. And Tyler going for the jump up peak. I love how aggressive Uprising are willing to get. And that is what you kind of need to see on a map like Fort if you want to keep catching your opponents off guard. Tyler fighting a 2-piece as well towards A-Long. Still have Mosia in the back, able to hold a head glitch and find one. It's going to be a 2-on-3 now as they all start rushing, and they know where 007 is. Mosia kind of been keeping it a little quiet over here. Maybe suggesting he could be rotating. I think he's trying to make a move for the bomb right now. I don't think Uprising know it's down here because they're not really holding it.
Yeah, I would agree. But then they got to choose where they want to go with it. Right now, A is looking pretty solid, but as soon as they peek the corner, that's going to be a bit of a rough spot. So 007 is going to do something here with Def, which is not likely getting hit through the forklift and just getting absolutely deleted. Masia, though, gets it, but 1-on-2, and Masia is extremely low. I'm crossing my fingers.
Coalition wins.
Yeah, and Saw just holding that off angle on top of the crane. Not much Masia can do there to stop him. And we only have 3 rounds left in the half. So at this point, you really got to hope Monarchy are going to get at least a couple here if they want a fighting chance at this map.
Yeah, anything's better than nothing. If they can pick up these last couple ones, this would be great. At this point, the more the merrier. And we're going to try it again. I mean, they don't have a whole lot to work with, though. That's the unfortunate part of it.
Grenade out.
They're kind of going
those
last
grenades are going to be huge. Oh my god.
Frag out.
Def is just ripping it. 4 of them. 3 on the nade. Are they going to let him have it?
Wins.
No, Saw's going to take it.
I mean, honestly, safe way to play it. Dude, I
Yeah.
think Def was the one who got the 2K last time as well in the pistol round, if I'm not mistaken.
And we're going to try it again. I mean, they don't have a whole lot to work with, though. That's the unfortunate part of it.
Grenade out.
They're kind of going
Those
last
grenades are
minute.
going to be huge.
There's that 3-piece. Man, it's nasty.
Smoke out.
I mean, but that's where you're at without any Kevlar. It makes it a little rough, but we're going to see what they got. We got some dualies out here, but Dom's going to go ahead and grab 2. Saw for another one. Saw for 2. And who's going to get the final and 5th? That's
Can't even afford that, which I'm wondering how that happened when they still ecoed last round. I guess maybe their money was just a little worse than they were thinking.
yeah, we'll to see. With Masia, Tyler, Rip, they're rolling in quickly. Rip's grabbing another one. Looks like we've got the A side completely wide open.
Grenade out.
Almost. Okay, we get a trade. Still no bomb down, though. But I guess it's not going to be needed as Def gets deleted.
Blind him.
There we go. Well, 2's better than 1 going into the flip. So I'll say let's give it a shot. See what happens when we go on the defense for Monarchy. All right, let's keep it going. Uprising now getting to, even though, like you said earlier, they're keeping up on the aggression. Let's see.
Oh my
Here
God.
comes the nades again.
Tossing flashbang.
Def getting hit a lot, but not enough to take him down.
I love how that's like an actual strat. Is like everyone just buy frags now because we know we're just gonna like take them down. I mean, even now, yeah, Tyler and Dom both holding onto them. I wonder if they're trying to keep them for the post-plant scenario.
That might be if they want to choose a site, they just absolutely bombard it with artillery and they should be fine. Masia, Saw. Looks like they've made a choice. B is what they want to do. And they're both ready. Arm could do something nasty here. He's got the nade. But no one's close enough for that to really work.
Only 35 seconds to work with here. Razor.
Oh, there we
Playing a
go.
2-peat somehow. Oh my goodness.
Wins.
Oh,
And how have Uprising pulled that away? I don't know what just happened, but somehow they managed to steal that.
yeah, yeah.
I was
They had
gonna say,
the
honestly,
sight.
this game might end earlier than I was anticipating because I was gonna say with all of these grenade kills that we've been seeing, I was expecting to see if Uprising had some lineups. I'm sure they do have some for the A site because we've seen a lot of teams in the past try to throw an incendiary at the entrance to A site for the coalition side right here where they're walking right now. We see them throw an incendiary there early, which we did just see a nade get chucked in that direction. But I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if there was maybe like a double nade happening on at least one round. Maybe not on this round, but on a round where they have guns, they'll try to go for something like that. Because I'm fully expecting it from Uprising, the way they've been playing around these frags now.
Ooh.
But Vio, oh my goodness, what a one-tap with the MR. That's going to be a huge opener considering they don't have any weapons. I don't think Uprising are going to let them take control of that rifle though, and Def is going to quickly trade him out. But 007 finding another pick as well.
Yeah, he's keeping it on lock. Those one taps, that could be absolutely nasty. And so if they can just keep doing that, with Masia still has a chance with the hand cannon with the Deagle. And the Braves are potentially having something to work with here. But we're going to see as they pop their way in, going into the backside of Egg. The forklift doing a lot of the work, but Dom is still going to be able to take down Rip. And they're going to be working their way in through the back here. But guess who's behind? Masia taking time. Will they expect it? Keep them and busy.
Oh my goodness.
007 grabbing both. Do they even know Masia's there? Oh, knows now, Def. Oh no! Getting stuck at the stairs.
Only 20 seconds to work with here. What is Def going to do? He's going to manage to cross over, which is diabolical. How have they let him get in this position?
Peeking out, expecting it, going for the barrel stuff. Oh, what happened?
I have no idea. We're going to call it lag because we do know he's playing on high ping.
It almost looks like the gun jammed. Rip though, but hey, that's good for Monarchy. They love it. They're gonna go ahead and get that. It's gonna help them out for those rounds. So all good. That keeps us going. Well, it seems like B is where they want to go. Razor. All right, Razor. Oh, staying alive. Going for the quick flick all the way into the sky. And now they've got to change a little bit. Because that did not work as they had to plan to open it up. So looks like they're reevaluating what they want to do. A technically only has one person, but could have some support. So we'll see if Dom is going to realize that here on the distance. And now does after taking a nice little tap. 007 grab a 1. And so now their advantage that they had is no more. So I think at this point, it looks like they're going to be pushed forward as the fight is coming to them. Tyler's going to go down. Same for Dom. Rio's going to get both, leaving it up to 1. They have Arm, who gets quickly decapitated.
And now the question is, how do Uprising respond here? Def really popping off right now with 22 frags, and then the next 2 players below him at 14 apiece. But then again, I mean, I think Def's grenade kills alone probably jump him up to top frag.
Oh yeah, he'd be way closer if those 5, 6 grenade kills weren't there. So
yeah,
he got some great extra kills with those. But tactical pause though coming in from Monarchy, got to think about it. I mean, they are doing okay. They're bringing it back. So they got to be careful with it.
we can see Rip flexing that Obsidian knife for y'all on stream.
Smoke grenade out. Incendiary.
He says you want it.
Frag out.
Right, let's see what they got. Still not much to work with for Uprising on the money side. Although Def making a good rip on rip here.
I just realized Arm is going for a hero rifle buy. Dom finding an early pick here. Saw getting a pick with the P250 as though we have a hero rifle and it hasn't even found any value yet. I don't even know if he's shot the gun. They might not even know that he has it. Tyler kind of
Dom's got the recovery too.
Yeah, there we go. Dom able to pick up M4 is going to be pretty big. And it's looking like they might be bunching towards A side. At least a lot of them are hanging out towards mid right now. It is a 4 against 2, but Def is so low that if he just gets breathed on by one wallbang bullet, he's going to get taken down. And Dom going to chuck a smoke towards backside, maybe try and cause a little bit of disruption. Moxie finding an early pick on a Def though, but Dom is going to push through, not able to find the pick though. And now Moxie is getting surrounded. He knows both players are on site, tries to go for the swing, but Arm is going to take him down. It's all down to 007 to try and keep Monarchy in this game because we're going to go to match point if Uprising pull this off. And I don't think they know he's coming from the side yet. Arm holding an interesting angle, but 007 is ready for it. Flash coming out. And does he think Tyler's going to be close right to him? That's the ultimate question. He's kind of jiggling it to see. I don't think he knows. He like has an idea. Oh, he's going to spot him out. But no, Tyler with the headshot.
Man. Yeah, I mean, the AK at least got some use. It did work. So we got one kill with it. And I think that was definitely a huge moment, because if there was something else in play, that could have went very, very different. But we're at match point, though, for Uprising. The problem with them rolling into double digits over in the half is it's kind of a weighted game. You know, they only have to get 2 out of the next 12 rounds, and the likelihood of that is pretty high. So now they just need 1 more.
Suck on this.
Man, you gotta watch out for those nades. All right, here we go. 007. He's making it happen again. That's the second one. We'll see if he's going to take an arm with him, too. Oh. He sees him now. Tyler pushing up, though. Take it down Razor. Make it VO as well. 007's going to try and go for his third. He gets it. Now it's a 1v1 for 007 and Tyler. Tyler does have the bomb. Looking around B site.
Bomb has been planted.
All right. It's 1v1.
The bomb has been planted on B.
No way, he's pushing up. Oh my god. What? Risky play. I don't know how I feel about that.
Man.
Defusing the bomb.
Well, it worked out, I suppose.
Bomb has been defused.
All right. Monarchy keeps us going. And of course, with that 007 rolling up to the highest ranks for the team.
You could probably just drop someone a gun next round.
Yeah, I think it's one of those, see what they can pull off here, but not so much, as VO and Rit just go through it. Mossy as well, and 007, so, like I said, maybe miscommunication, you know, that maybe not something they should have done, could have saved the money, it didn't really work out there. But that's fine.
It looks like we do have a tactical pause coming in from Uprising. They definitely got to slow down and think about it for a moment, because, again, you got to remember, they were like 10-2 at the half.
Yep. And they've been all speed and aggression as well. You know, they've been pushing it. And I think Monarchy's kind of figured that out a little bit. I wouldn't say 100%, but they've definitely figured it out quite a bit, because they've been able to hold them back, and at this point almost their defense is almost as more aggressive as their offense, and so they've got to change things up a little bit. I don't know if they need to take their time, pause a little bit, or if they need to step it up another notch and just plow through an area. So we'll see what that looks like, because that pause is over. Time to get back into it, and let's see now that they got their rifles in hand.
Incendiary out. Incendiary out. Fire in the hole. Cover incendiary.
And it looks like Def not rocking a gun for some reason, which, I mean, Tyler definitely had the money to drop them all, so I'm not sure. Maybe Uprising just choosing to save their money, and maybe he's planning on picking up a weapon from someone else. But right now, Monarchy are playing an interesting setup as well. They have 3 players towards mid, and they're having Mosia alone on side. It looks like 007 does finally choose to regroup, but it is a clash for mid right now, and everyone is swinging this. VO is going to be able to find one, but he's so low on health. Rip managing to get another pick, and his traits all across the board, but Tyler is so low on HP with 25 to his name. One player on each side is just a breath away from dying. And Saul's pushed up quite far towards A long here. Nobody really contesting this. Tyler getting a huge pick there. That's going to be a nice headshot.
Yeah. I mean that's good for him right off the rip to be able to at least provide some assistance. But I think they know the bomb is there. Oh.
Oh.
All right,
Okay.
Saws, open it up. This is a possibility now.
Coalition wins.
Oh. Perfect timing on that swing. Right when Saw was looking down to maybe see if he could pick up the bomb.
Yep. All about that timing. And that seemed to work out for him. Man. I mean, I got to give it to Monarchy, though. They've definitely using the ability to not have to go to the site to hold back. It's definitely working out much better for them. But again, Uprising still only needs one more. That's it. You know, rounds matter, but also not so much. If you can get the W, you get the W, and they've got quite a few more rounds to go if Monarchy is going to keep holding this down.
Flashbang out. Tossing incendiary.
There we go. We're seeing the fun guns out now. AR-15 coming out. Saw though just ripping it. But the HK nonetheless.
Yeah, this is insane. I was thinking they were on an eco round. I can't believe Uprising are about to pull this off. Saw doing big things with that HK there.
Yeah.
And the bomb is going to go down. It's up to 007 to try and clutch a 1v3 to keep his team alive on this map. But again, it's so hard to retake on A because you automatically have to make noise if you go for that jump up. So everyone can literally just, for the most part, ignore this angle. He does have like one smoke to work with. I'm not sure if that's even going to help him out. Saw's super low health. He should be the one to take first contact here. So maybe 007 get an easy pick here. Looks like he's going for a flashbang onto the site. That is going to connect. He's going to find one pick. Spots the second, but he can't get the spray down. And Tyler is going to get the kill with the deagle, giving Uprising map number 1. Definitely a much better performance from Monarchy in the second half. They did not get immediately mowed down like how it was looking in that first half. But again, sometimes that coalition advantage is all you need to get a couple more rounds in your favor.
Yep. Now, of course, kills. Look at that. 23, 20, 20. We got 3 20s rolling it all on the side of Uprising. But everybody else, you know, they all kind of fell within the same parameters. Dom and Arb, not necessarily super high, but they definitely did plenty of work for them. So, well, it's first round out. Uprising won. And again, they're working their way back up, so good for them. But now we do get to switch maps and we get to switch servers, so that advantage for server side is going to be swapped over to Monarchy. So we're going to see if they're going to be able to keep up with that delayed difference, and at least it'll be on their map, but again, disadvantage nonetheless.
Yeah, we're going to find in just a moment. Just to let you all know real quick for everyone watching, we are going to run a quick giveaway. We're going to get that started before we jump into the break. So 5 of you are going to get to win 3 event cases. So make sure you're dropping your IGN and your in-game ID in the chat. And again, do not spam it. You only need to put it once. If you spam it, I hate to break it to you, you're probably not getting picked. So let's not flood the chat. So go ahead and drop that, and we will be picking the winners after our break. But in the meantime, we are going to go ahead and get ready for map number 2. Let these teams do what preparations they have to do. So we'll see y'all in just a couple of moments.
you go. My heart's on a mission. Search of my soul, 'cause I feel you slipping. Don't fade away to memory. I can feel you calling out my name. Somewhere in the galaxies, I feel you waiting. I'll run back for you, back for you, back for you. I'm praying to God for peace in my mind, knowing you're somewhere inside. We're frozen in time, so I close my eyes, search for signs until you're mine.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Thank you guys so much for waiting during that quick break. Of course, we had to give the teams a little bit of time just to get ready before we hop into map number 2, which we are taking over towards Grounded, which is going to be quite exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to happen with it. Grounded's going to be fun. And we got the 13-7, which is respectable. And it took quite a while to inch their way. Uprising took a hot minute to close it out when they rolled over with that 10-2. But ultimately still squeaking out with it with a good, respectable amount of rounds. Now, Grounded's next, and now Uprising is going to be at that disadvantage on the ping side since we're going between EU and North America. So this is going to be more interesting, but I think coverage-wise, a little bit more bob and weaving is going to be needed here.
Yeah, definitely going to be a very interesting map number 2. I'm curious to see what decisions are made as far as weapons and whatnot before we get into that map. Of course, real quick, we're going to take another look at the prize pool just so y'all could see or be reminded of what these teams are competing for here today. Because again, you got to remember, both of these teams, whoever loses today is getting that 3rd place prizing. So of course, 4th through 8th place have already been decided, with 5th through 8th getting 1,500 credits and 15 event cases. And then 4th place getting 2,000 credits, 20 event cases, and that Obsidian emblem. And then whoever loses today will be getting 3rd place with the 2,500 credits, 25 event cases, and that Obsidian emblem. Whoever wins is going to move on to the grand finals, and then between that, it's going to end up seeing who wins and loses. The loser of that will be getting 2nd place, which will be $600, 3,000 credits, 30 event cases, and then a champion's knife and emblem. And then the champion for the whole tournament will be getting $1,400, 3,500 credits, 35 event cases, and a champion's knife and emblem. And we are going to go ahead and show you guys a quick little sneak peek of what that knife is looking like now. And there it is in all of its glory. Of course, you can see on the left side the supporter skin as well, which you guys are going to be able to buy in the Critical Ops shop. And of course, if you do that, you're supporting the future of Critical Ops esports by doing so. Again, the winners have been getting that knife skin on the right side, the champion skin. Whoever wins today will be moving on to get at least first and second place. Both of those teams are getting the champion skin. But all of you watching can rock a similar knife with that supporter skin if you want to.
Yep, and it looks beautiful. Slightly different colorations, but get your skin now in the shop. But yeah, no, I'm excited to see who's going to be moving it forward for it. Uprising, again, currently, they got one. Now all they need is one more. But ultimately, you know, as we mentioned during the rounds don't necessarily matter if you get the W, but if we end up having to get to that final third map, then of course those rounds are going to be very important. And so I think Uprising prime themselves at a good spot. As long as they can put up a good fight, even if they don't win, we should be seeing them do pretty good priming themselves. But again, it just kind of all depends with them with Grounded and how things are going to go. But ultimately, whoever pulls this off is going to be, one, getting that skin, and then two, going to be guaranteeing themselves some cash money.
And we do have a quick look at the emblem as well, which a couple of these players are competing for as well. This is the Obsidian Champion emblem. So, of course, if you guys are queuing into ranked and you see someone rocking this emblem, you should probably be scared because they are probably one of the best players that are on the game right now. So they're definitely going to take away your ranked elo. But of course, the winners, first and second place for this tournament, are going to be able to rock that emblem. So keep your eyes peeled if you see that, just anytime you're playing those quick matches or ranked lobbies.
Yeah, it's going to be a little rough. Some of these emblems, you see people rocking them, and you're like, should I back out now or should I try? It's a little rough, but yeah, we'll just kind of have to see who's going to be rocking their way forward with it. Because I mean, Monarchy having such great experience, especially with all these players, it's really hard to tell, at least this early on. Let's see. I'm trying to think between the players. I mean, they're pretty equal in their experience, and obviously we have the points and the ratios and their maps and their wins. But ultimately, we know these players have been playing every single map for years, and so that's going to come down to just those micro adjustments, the problems that may arise through this game, and just timing of everything. So I'll be excited to see, and you know, it's been a while for Grounded for me, so this will be a good throwback.
Yeah, Grounded is always an interesting one. We've seen a lot of interesting strategies over time. I remember last year I got to watch a tournament where a lot of players were really going for wallbang plays a lot, and so I don't know if we'll see that again here today. But the knife is coming out, and it's almost a flawless knife.
Oh wow!
For Uprising there, and they're gonna get to choose which side they want to start on.
Again, so they get the choice. All right,
yeah,
so we'll give them a chance.
Big.
Yeah, so they get to choose, and whether they want to go on the defense, offense. Pings, though, look a little bit nicer. No one, Saw it's probably the highest what it looks like. So no one really going super high. It seems like his is stabilizing a little bit. So this might be a little bit harder of a map since those pings aren't going nearly as high. It looks like they're going to stay where they are, so let's get into it. Now we're going to go for the super stack from Monarchy, though. They're going to go on the offense, getting into the A site. No one's really there to contest. We do have Saw kind of giving some information, and the rotations are coming in. On the backside, Tyler's swooping back around, but we're going to go ahead and see if we can get that bomb planted and start that countdown.
Planted.
All right, Razor, I just need one kill. Give me some dualies.
We all want to see it.
And then just one. Oh, here we go, though. Nate's starting us off again, but just one this time.
There's a clash on site right now. The dualies have not found a pick yet.
Nope, we hear
but there we go.
We got one right on the end. And that's going to be Monarchy getting that first one. So good for them to go ahead and start us off. All right, let's get it back into it. They've got the advantage. We got an AR-15 coming back into the mix with Rip. There we go. Bob and weave. He gets one, almost two. Dom's just a sliver of health left. A lot of bullets flying, not a lot of death.
It's looking like maybe a B rotate coming in. I mean, it kind of makes sense for
Maybe.
Monarchy. They got plenty of time to work with. I'm curious if Rip is going to find any value with that AR-15 here. Arm is holding a crazy angle. He's hopefully going to get jump peeked.
Well, they definitely opened it up quite a bit with just pistols. It's going to be a little rough here, but we'll see if they can make any kind of connections at all. It takes a little bit. Razor takes a little bit of damage, but Rip, as you said, with that AR-15, yeah, it came in handy.
Yeah, now we're going to get a full buy from Uprising. Again, they do have very good history on this map, but they're not playing on their own server here. So you got to wonder, like, do those stats kind of balance out here? Or maybe Monarchy are good on this map, but just haven't played it as often as Uprising have. Like, we know they're comfortable. We don't know as much about Monarchy. And oh my god, there are so many grenades coming out. I don't know how Saw got away alive there. It seemed like there was two in front of him, two behind him, and he was kind of just pinched on the wagon. But manages to escape with his life, but not before he gets taken down to that red HP zone.
He's still to live another day, another barrel to throw some bullets, a distraction.
Flash out. Smoke grenade coming up.
They definitely chose to slow it down quite a bit. Albeit Uprising got to be a little bit more careful since they don't have a whole lot. I mean, they're pinching them in. I mean, they're holding them pretty good. Looks like we've got Masia pushing up just a little bit, almost right between the cross between Arm and Tyler. If he peeks one, the other one's going to be right there. So the only good decision is going back, and that doesn't happen. Gets one, but gets immediately refragged. And that's opening up. They're pushing for A. The call has been made. Saws have got a little bit to work with here, but double on it.
Not before getting full blinded. I can't believe after all those grenades that came his way earlier, he still managed to find a two-piece. And Razor just eating that full blind on second. These flashes have been insane from these guys.
Yeah, he couldn't see anything. But yeah, I mean, he had the perfect spot. Double head lineup. And still made something happen. But okay, I mean they've got that round on their side a lot faster than Monarchy did when it came to last round. So yeah, it's gonna keep them in the game. All right, a little bit of pre-fires. No one's really wanting to move too quickly. Monarchy's taking their time. Pierce is going to be A again. Nade's coming out. Doesn't look like any damage really took. Yep. Looks like they're going to rotate around. Those hand cannons looking to do some damage, but we will see. 3 to 4 barrels of basically some one taps that should be pretty decent if they can line them up. Maybe not. Dom grabs 3. Def gets 1. They go strong. And we're down to Masia. Oh, hit. We get 1. We get another hit. Okay. Masia doing some damage at least. I mean, win it out. If you're not going to take the round, take as many as you can with you. Okay. Uprising, they're 2-2 now. Keeping them on their toes. Now Monarchy is going to get their buys up now again. So we'll see how this is about to go when they go full force.
Incendiary out.
The question is, how are Uprising going to respond now? 2-2, all tied up, and again, they don't have third advantage right now, so every round they can get is very important here.
Yeah.
We can see Rip kind of going for a big lurk here. Dom getting an early pick before getting traded out.
Suck on this.
We still have a 4-on-4 towards site. Bomb is going to be dropped towards B long. And Monarchy not really choosing to push out yet, kind of just taking their time, but if they take too long, the smokes are going to run out, and it's going to give Uprising a much easier time of dealing with this cross, but now they're going to re-smoke that cross. Dev tries to cross towards the truck, but he's going to get overwhelmed. The arm fighting a 2K lineup with the headshots, and he gets the third, almost gets the third spray down, sorry. That's some damage.
Wait.
He's doing a little more damage. What is happening right now? Arm maybe looking to think he can pick up yet another kill, but Tyler's going to find one through the smoke, and it's all up to Rip here on 30
Coalition
HP.
wins.
And it's going to be Uprising to get the round. What a good performance by them there.
Yeah, Arm was just chipping away at Rip and just ultimately right there at the very end, not much to work with. But yeah, now taking the lead, Uprising putting themselves in a nice spot. And again, as we talked about the pings at the beginning, it's not nearly as bad as it was on map 1. We saw people up in the 160s, 170s, and I think it evened out to about 130. We'll check when we look later for scores, but it evened out quite a bit. And Vio opening this up and see if they can get that recovery, which maybe not. Saul's going to go ahead and grab 2, 3, Def for 1, and then out for it. Masio almost getting Saw, but not so much. Okay, yeah, and Saw seems to be the highest at 140, but everybody else is low 100. So, I mean, that 50 millisecond difference from last round to this one could be a huge proponent of just that extra little bit of information that they can get just that little bit much faster. Especially if they're more used to playing with it or they practice more for it. But Uprising already in the lead is going to make this a whole lot more difficult. And it comes down to, could be that they just like grounded more. They have more plays available to use for it.
Flashbang out.
Going for it. Trained out a little bit. Let a couple bullets. But Monarchy, I feel like they're struggling a little bit to find that point. And they can either all go A, no. I mean, they've had more, I guess, technically more success for A, but they got to get out. They got to all get out one single door. And that makes it a little hard. Dom's just awaiting.
Dude, that timer is ticking down. I'm not sure if Monarchy can even pull off this round anymore. Dom is going to be holding it down for now. Flash coming his way to force him onto the truck. Tries to go for the retake, but 7 is ready for the trade. But can they cross the side successfully? The smokes are not really there, but now it's going to come down, and Tyler should have no vision at all on this cross. But no, they try to jump across. What are they doing?
Oh, no.
And yeah, now there's just no time for the round.
Coalition wins.
Yep, they almost made it for it, but even had the bomb. But like I said, time is everything. I guess that was about what, 5-second miscalculation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why, unless I'm mistaken, you can't plant behind the truck anymore. I don't know why he tried to cross with the bomb there. That was a little too greedy, considering how the smokes were laid out.
Yeah, but that's going to be a definite W for Uprising for that. So
Flashbang out.
we'll see. They're going to try it again. They got some weapons to work with here, but Monarchy again has to be extra careful, even though they're now down 1.
Oh, and Saul, what are you doing, bro? This guy's a super 90. Walking in, dude, if he can hold storage with a super 90.
Do it. Do it.
Oh my god, they have no idea he's here.
Come on,
This is
Saw.
really an awkward angle for him to be in the. Oh, 007 knows he's here. He's like slowly walking up. He looks right. There's no way he doesn't know. Oh my god. No way.
Oh, yes. With the Super 90. All right, the round's complete.
Dude, I thought he saw like his gun sticking out or something. What is happening on the side? Mosia.
I swear to you, I didn't see anything. Like, I mean, you maybe have seen like a pixel of his elbow, but
Coalition wins.
there we go. Masia still was able to still get at least 1 out of that on the truck, but that's got to be the best one right there. Super 90.
We love to see some anti-meta weapons being bought out. I am curious how long it's going to be until we get an HK that gets pulled up here, or even a sniper. We haven't seen a sniper yet today, and I feel like Grounded is
Oh
the
yeah,
one map
you're
where
right.
you
We
can kind
have
of
it.
justify it.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't seen any snipers coming through yet. But hey, 007 gets 1. Bio gets another one. This might be the moment. There we go, through the smoke again. Okay, here we go. This looks like it could be around for Monarchy unless Saul wants to 1v4 this.
Wins.
What? 007 again with the Deagle? How many was that? 3? Just 1 tapping. Okay. Well, 007 making that happen entirely for the team. And just opening everything up. So that's at least a round. Money, though, even though Uprising's been doing some pretty good wins and getting those rounds, money's not really there. We even have Def not even on a rifle, but we'll see if that matters. If maybe he can get one picked up. And speaking of that HK, here we go. 007 almost taken back out. There's that HK going right here through the plane.
Oh my
but
god,
no.
everyone is so low.
Yeah, no kills, just damage. Come on, Arm, you just got a 1 bullet, all of them. There it is. Oh, and from the side. Oh. So close.
I won't lie, that was not the best demonstration of the HK's power. I'm kind of disappointed now.
Yeah, 3 players down to red and no finishing out. But hey, again, that's great. Monarchy gonna go ahead and grab another round, keeping it closer, much closer. All right, looks like they're going a little bit fast and heavy as no rifles to work with. Uprising looking to get this round up and over with. Def getting a couple kills. Okay. Oop. See if Arm can get any taps here. That's going to be a big no.
Reach wins.
And yep, Dom gets deleted, so that's fine. It's 5-6. I mean, not too totally terrible there.
It's close, but it makes me wonder how it's going to go on the flip side, because Monarchy are playing very smart and very well, and I just don't know how this is going to translate when Uprising is on the breach side. They're going to have to be, in my opinion, playing a lot better than they are on this half. Like, I'm not saying they're playing bad, but they're going to have to play really well on the breach side if they want to get just a clean 2-0 sweep.
Yeah. Yeah, this could go either way. If they don't do that and we rocket left or right, will they win? Will they not? So I feel like if they keep it up, this could be a really either way at this point. With how they've been playing, I don't have any 80 predictions so far. I mean, Monarchy's been really able to keep it a lot closer, or I guess on the flip side, Uprising has been able to keep it a lot closer with the disadvantage. But we'll see, as Uprising wanted to take a halt here to think about some things.
And we got to see, what do Monarchy have in store for the final round of this match? A lot of YouTube being dumped towards storage, but Monarchy are not taking the bait. They're just playing this really passively, and honestly, that's the one thing about grounded, is you got to be very careful. Like, as soon as you run out of util, it becomes so much harder to hold it down.
Yeah, if there's so many angles, so many doors, corridors, it just makes things a little bit difficult. Okay. Looks like B's where they want to go. So they're gonna get in position. Dom pretty much caught at the very end of his reload. Gotta make sure you got those covers. Util's being dumped. Flashes are going out. Smokes are flying. Here we go. Spamming it through. Armed Def 007. Masia, they rotate it. So 2 on either side. But still +1 for Monarchy. Let's see if they can do anything here to even that out. That's going to be yes for Saw, but back around. Tyler in a 1v2 knows where they're at. Got some details looking up top. Heglish is going to be rough, and Vio rotates around. That's going to be a 6-6. Clean split.
And we're looking at a very tied up first half here, and honestly, pretty even statistics among both teams. Like, I think both of them are kind of performing about the same across the board.
Yeah, no one's really standing out at this point. It's we're still calculating. No one's really pushing ahead. No one's really being the MVP yet. It could be swapping around between a couple of them. And we do have Saw, though, our favorite, because he got dualies. Anybody who wants to be our favorite, they can just use those. Let's see what they have. And same as last time. They pretty much both teams doing the same thing. The A's open. There we go. Saw get the dualies for the opener. But they did the same thing. A is completely open, one person viewing, and then they go for the rotation. Although Uprising 2 down, so they're gonna have to make sure they get the kills here, which Mafia looking to get that damage with the Deagle. Tyler gets 1, so then now it's even. Tyler for another one.
Bomb has been planted on A.
Now at the disadvantage, Monarchy having to try to get their way into the site. Never mind. That's gonna be Tyler for his 3rd, and Arm for 1. Uprising taking the lead.
And that's a big round for Uprising here. The question is, how do they choose to buy? But looks like they're actually holding on to their money. I mean, okay, there you go. We're seeing a couple AKs, but some of them are not really buying up. We got an SA-58 as well. I'm so glad this gun is being bought in the Big 26.
It's been a minute since we've seen it in, full-fledged professional play.
It's kind of another one of those guns that, like, once upon a time, it was definitely a little too broken, so they nerfed it to the ground and then even below the ground, because that's where it deserved to be.
Yeah, after a while. But hey, there we go. Look at that. Kill right off the rip. Needs a little love every so often.
Bomb has been planted.
And recently it has gotten a little bit of a buff again, similar to those frag grenades, so we're seeing it actually become a viable option here.
Oh, no.
Wins.
Oh, Razor in the middle of a reload. Tyler grabs both. They're going to try it again. Monarchy, though, it's at least you're able to get full rifles, but ultimately, we shall see.
yeah, with the full M4s here, it's going to be much more ideal for Monarchy here. Death is probably going to be the one person who's going to have a little bit of a hard time. He's going to instantly take it down. Rip, holding an interesting angle, head down on the bush so that nobody can spot him, and then chooses to peek up off his teammate's contact. That is beautiful teamwork from Monarchy there. And the bomb is still going to be down towards B mid. Dom able to pick up some fresh util, shooting some shots, manages to spot a player across into sight, but Monarchy, see, the only problem now is they've all heavily overinvested towards the B site, and now they have to worry about crossing back. If they can keep a player in B mid to hold the cross, they'd have a lot of map control. And it looks like maybe Saw's going to be staying behind, but no, he does choose to push out. Man, it's just like, that was just a moment, like, obviously they don't know this, but if they kept a player there, they could have pinned all of those players on the B site and just overwhelmed the A player. And he is holding Wagner now. I think we're about to see maybe some lineups coming out here. Incendiary coming out from Dom to maybe force 007. And yeah, that's going to land perfectly. And oh my goodness, we love to see some good utility usage from these guys. And now it's going to be a difficult hold for A. Laveo able to find one before getting taken down, but Dom is going to take so much damage in the process. And Rip finding a cheeky smoke kill. It's all down to Dom now, and it might have been just enough of a hold. And yeah, Rip is going to come in for the cleanup. The round had potential. I saw the strat from Uprising, but unfortunately, Monarchy were still able to stop them in their tracks.
Yeah, but I mean that Incendiary was fantastic. Perfect lineup. Made a move just enough. And ultimately, I think played a huge part for that. But as we know it, let's reset it. Try to get an Uprising, having to deal with just pistols. They're going to have to double it up here. Masia getting a little bit extra confidence with the assumption of pistols.
Smoke out.
Oh, the nade. No kills, but that's half damage for basically everybody.
Yeah, I'll say one more good grenade in Cafe.
Yeah, that's all they need. If somebody else wants to run it up and do it, even though they don't have any. Here we go. They're going to go for the push. Oh, only one. Same for Rip. That's a surprise, actually. Now they've doubled up, traded out, and traded up on the rifles. Okay, things have changed up a little bit, especially now. 2 for 1. Saw is actually potential.
Oh,
wow. Okay. Can't see anything.
Wait.
Gets out of the way. And there we go. Going for the plant. 007. He might get a little aggressive here. Got to move a little bit. Save yourself some time.
he tries to go for the jump spot.
007 making that happen. And also, since, you know, we're rolling hard, these guys are playing their hearts out, and what you can do is also, if you guys haven't done it yet, go ahead and like the stream if you guys are enjoying yourself at this point, because this is fantastic gameplay, fantastic players. They're putting on a great show. Let's show them some love as we roll into round 16 going into this. Let's have a good time, as it looks like actually they may have caused a technical real quick to talk about it, as we talk about how good they've been doing. Considering, again, we're tied up again, Mantis. They're keeping it close.
They are keeping it close, but again, you got to remember, Uprising did start off with a pistol win, and so Monarchy bringing it back already kind of just shows that once they have the rifles on their side, they're a little bit more locked in, and they're just going to have to keep doing what they're doing if they want to bring us to map number 3, because right now, if you're Uprising, you do not want to go to Canals. With that being said, they already have their own server advantage, I guess, going into map number 3, if it does go that far, because again, it was 13-7 on port. So even if Monarchy get every round at this point, it'll be 13-8. And so Uprising already are going to have round balance coming into that third map if it does go the full distance.
Yeah, so there's already an advantage at this point, no matter what. Whether if they take the W and keep moving forward, or if we have to go to our third map, they're still going to have an advantage nonetheless. So they're in a fantastic spot as of right now.
Oh, and the HK getting some shots fired, but Austin able to find one. Oh my goodness. So much damage was done. Saw, Tyler, and Armor all like 1
Throwing
HP.
a smoke grenade. Frag.
One frag from 007
Throwing a smoke
would save
grenade.
lives right now. I don't know if he's actually going to be able to pull it off. Looks like he did throw it, but it didn't find any value. And at this point, yeah, I'm honestly worried a random spray through the smoke is going to just find a pick or two. Yeah, there we go. Tyler
One.
already getting taken down early by Veo. He's trying to push up, see if he can spot out Arm. He manages to cross into the smoke and get one on sight. What is happening right now? But they're going to spot one. He managed Arm.
Breach wins.
Oh no, he's not able to find the cross. And Arm saving the round with a 2K there, but it was almost a doable close to Monarchy. That was a really well-timed push through the smoke for them.
Yeah, they just barely missed him, just ever so slightly. And just the patience from Arm, even letting some of the teammates go, you know, to keep that advantage where they're fully invested, not looking his way. And it worked out. And so again, put them in even a much better position, even though they don't need it technically anymore. If they get the L, more rounds, more better. Okay, 007. He's been really popping off those tabs.
Yeah, we love a good Deagle player always. It's like, if you're flashy with the Deagle, you're like automatically a crowd favorite, I think.
Yeah. And Razor able to pick something, he's able to get a rifle. He's got an SG, but just right into the grenade.
Breach wins.
Oh yeah. Get some good damage off, but it's just not quite enough to do anything. And Uprising have made it 10-8, dude. It's starting to get scary, I won't lie. Especially because Monarchy are looking like they don't have a lot of money to work with. They're able to force up the M4s. And Razor going for the HK again. I'm telling you, like the round that the HK gets like a 3K is the round that they're gonna win. Like I'm honestly counting on the HK to find game-changing value here.
Yeah. Let's put all the hope, love, and money into that, and we'll see. Uprising being first to double digits, as we know. There's only a couple more rounds they have to take, but Monarchy, like I said, their money situation's not feeling too good.
And the bomb is still hanging out towards B-Long. They push up quite far. They're gonna have to deal with Rip on site, kind of jiggling around this truck with an M4. Saw kind of being the bait, doesn't have a gun, so I can understand this. Just trying to see if he can maybe spot someone out and line up his teammates for an easy trade. Now Util's coming out towards site, but Arm is gonna get the opener with the headshot on Demacia. Now Rip is about to get surrounded, and he's getting shot in the legs, and he's dead. Yeah, can't do anything there. Saw hunting a huge pick with the MR96.
Grenade out.
Veo gonna chuck a counter grenade to do some damage, but it's not gonna be quite enough, and it's all down to Veo. And a 1-on-5 manages to get one, but not before getting taken down. And what is happening right now? It's looking like trouble in paradise for Monarchy. I don't know if they're gonna be able to pull this off. They have to really start to make a great comeback if they want to take us to Canals.
The irony's still not lost on me that Arm was taking out the legs, but yeah, they're definitely going to have to do that. They're going to really bring that up because the gap's growing, and if it gets too far, there's no going back.
Oh, and they're eco. They don't even have guns right now. Which, like, honestly, yeah, if you have to do it, you have to do it. But that just makes this round even crazier.
Come on, 007, just do some double dinks. Come on. Okay, there's Rip. Okay. No, but they're trying to refrag it back. They don't want him to keep it. They're fighting for him. 007 tried to make his way there, but he doesn't get it. Mossy gets one. There's Veo. It's even. Well, Veo actually been pushing it forward. It's all up to Arm's grenade to take down Veo. Man, straight to the nose.
And Masia has recovered an AK and ran all the way back to his spawn, kind of just chilling by the truck. Arm has a full minute to work with, bomb down in B mid. I'm not sure if Masia is aware of that or not, but again, there's so much time for Arm to make a decision on where he wants to go. And it looks like Masia is just going to keep anchoring by the B site and chooses to play A for retake, which is understandable because I'm going to be honest with you, of the two, I think there's definitely an easier site to retake, but no, Masia is actually here. I don't know if I think he saw him on the cross. Or maybe he did. No, he's still jumping. He doesn't hear the bomb going down quite yet, so now he's going to know bomb has been planted on A. And the question is, how does ARM respond here? Masia has one incendiary. I'm not sure how helpful that is. It's probably a little more helpful in ARM's hands with his own incendiary. Maybe to try and cut off an angle or throw it on the bomb just to stall out time. Good toss towards connector, and Masia's going to peek around and get the headshot, and that is a huge round for Monarchy. I cannot believe that they pull that off despite only having pistols, and they still have a fighting chance in this map. That was actually that was probably the round to determine who wins the game, I won't lie, because now Monarchy can absolutely do anything off of that.
Yeah, this gives them a chance to really keep the momentum going. They're back to rifles. Okay. But remember, we just got to get a few more for Uprising, although if Monarchy can, I'd say, squeak this one out, that should pretty much break them. And then they can somewhat tie it up. We'll see. We have a path. We have a path to victory and a path to map 3. Just depends if they're going to walk it. And that's the ultimate question.
Still a minute to work with on the clock. And Uprising, I like how they're taking control of A mid here. Nobody's really contesting this, which is an interesting setup. So it gives them a lot of opportunity to try and put some early pressure on the coalition spawn. I don't know if Razor's aware they're up here. He is kind of just chilling by the truck. But they're playing a really questionable setup here. And I think if they just keeping the letting the clock keep on ticking down, it's going to get worrisome for Monarchy here. Because Razor's going to be having to deal with Dom as well as these players over on the B site. Flash coming out B long to try and maybe stall out for a little bit. Mossy able to find a huge opener onto ARM. And Razor has to just play this smart here. It really all comes up to him and whether he's going to let Dom take him down. But no, Razor actually going to find him from sight. And Saw getting a nice refract through the smoke. And there's only 16 seconds on the clock. What are they going to do here? They have to try to go for the bomb plant. Mossy trying to go for a backstab, but it's not going to work out. Saw trying to cross the site now. It is a 2-on-2. And he's going to be able to get the bomb planted, it looks like.
Bomb has been planted.
It's in.
And I just realized Tyler's in. Do they know? They do know he's here. Okay, yeah. Tyler, I don't know what he's jumping up on the truck for, giving away all of his cover, making it a lot harder for Saw to deal with this 1-on-2 now. Trying to go for some tap shots, jumping up and down. Oh, that double flash has got to hurt. And you know they're pushing him off of that. Able to find one with the headshot, though. Can he get the second? No, it's Veo with the M4.
Oh. You just had to hold your breath and clench your jaw for that one. Oh, man. Veo barely squeaking that one out. Man. Both to double digits, so we're now officially there. So this could go back and forth ever so slightly, just a little bit. And as I mentioned, that pathway to victory, potentially. But we're down to
Even
pistols. They're going to have to hold that money.
Here, yeah, I was going to say. No money on the side of Uprising. So it looks like we're just going to get a quick execute here. Maybe going to wait for some mutual dumps so they don't just get instantly deleted by grenades. But they are going to choose to try and cross out. But 007 on the wagon is going to be the one to hold this down.
They're going to go for it. Let's spray it.
Oh my goodness. What is that wallbang from 007? Almost finds one. ARM is literally just barely hanging on, but there we go. He's finally going to get taken down. But the bomb is making its way towards B site, but Rip is still here. And yeah, they are not going to be sneaking a bomb plant today. Yeah, at this point, maybe if you're Tyler, you can at least put a small dent in their economy. If you're lucky, get one more pick if they just don't clear you. But no, Razor, just instant headshot. And we are all tied up now. Whoever gets 2 rounds first is going to be winning the map. And at this point, it's anyone's game. I did not think it was going to be this close, though.
Yep, we're here. At least it is closer, but we're rolling it as close as humanly possible. Well, we got the HK coming back in with Masia, but they're close. We're back on rifles. Somewhat util to work with.
And I love how they're pushing up towards A mid, but Razor on the truck has spotted them on the cross, so he already knows they've taken this space. but the util is slowly ticking down. And as long as Uprising, I think they need to try and bait out a little bit more util before they go for any sort of execute here, because, like, again, a couple of smokes are going to make their lives really difficult. It looks like Dom is going for that incendiary lineup again to try and force anyone off the wagon if they're playing there, and the peak should be coming out now. Yeah, there's the incendiary on the wagon. 007 kind of just jiggling to see for info, but he's going to choose to just back up and not contest that angle. But only 30 seconds on the clock. Uprising have got to make a play for the site here. Razor going to find an opener. Moxie going to pick with the HK as well. And Saul's going to get the first pick for Uprising, but it's already down to a 2-on-4. I'm not sure if this round is doable anymore for them, unless Death can find a huge pick here, but he's getting shot through the smoke as well. He's literally 1 HP. And yeah, it's all up to Tyler, left alone on site. And I'm not even sure if this is winnable anymore. Only 8 seconds to go, and I think he's just looking to see if he can maybe find a pick.
So close, though.
I mean, they can hear him.
Coalition wins.
I mean, we get one. It's good. But backs up against the wall, though. Now with Monarchy at 12. Well, we'll see what's going to happen. Because money situation, they've got some stuff. They got a little bit
as well. There we go. I was about to say, this is not the time and place for that. And I think Uprising have definitely had more success on the B side, so I don't blame them for pivoting towards the side for the last round. Oh, but rip. That's a huge pick from him. And Frag as well is going to get a kill on Death. Now, that's not what you want to see if you're Uprising. It's down to the last 2 players, both over towards B mid. And again, Arm is just patiently waiting for this B side player to swing it. But Rip has been playing this angle so well for, like, basically the whole half.
Yeah, I don't think Rip's going to be over-aggressing at all. I mean, has been locked into behind the truck, and I think that's where that's going to be. We got 45 seconds left, and technically, A is open. If they could just do a little hop and a skip and get over, they should be able to get it planted, but they got to go for speed at this point. They got the info. Oh, no. 007 makes the hit. He might be able to get it planted. Tyler can get it down.
They're gonna let
this is
him
going to be 1v4. This could be the craziest clip of the century. Could have.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Monarchy are taking us to Canals. And it's going to be a very interesting map number 3 here.
Bomb has been defused.
Yeah, because we're going to Canals. We're doing it. But it's going to be on Uprising's terms. And the first round, they had up in the 250 or 150s, 160s, 170s on their pings. And it didn't go too well. So either Monarchy has to be the best on Canals, even with the lag, or bad things might happen. But we'll find out as we get that set up. But overall, we've got a bunch of 20s, 25, 27, 22, and 22 again, respectively, on the top 2 on either side. And everybody else stayed pretty close. So good job for everybody on that side. But we officially get the 3rd. I'm excited.
I am excited. Canal's going to be interesting. We saw the HK pulled out a couple of times already on Grounded. I'm sure it's going to be pulled out even more on Canals. As we do transition into this map number 3. Of course, we got to give these times a couple moments. They got to, do the recordings, take a quick break, do what they got to do between maps to sort of cool down. So in the meantime, we are going to do another giveaway for all of you watching in the chat right now. 3 of you guys are going to be getting chosen to get 3 event cases. So make sure you're dropping your IGN and your in-game ID. And once again, make sure you're not spamming it. All right, only put it one time. And we're going to pick the winners after our break time.
Yep. So it's going to be good. Get it in. Post your stuff. Get it in. And we're going to have, again, a couple of you guys are going to be able to get it. So congratulations for everybody who has already gotten it. But Mantis, let's go ahead and give them their time. Let's give them a break. Let's give us 1, 2, and we'll be right back.
wanna know what it's like. I can't stay here forever. Stay here forever. No. Baby, I'm just keeping it real. You hold me down on the weather. Down on the weather. You pull me down, 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 down. I try to turn it around, but you pull me down, 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 down. 10 feet under the ground. You pull me down, 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 down. I try to turn it around, but you pull me down, 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 down. 10 feet under the ground. You pull me down. If only you and me could sail across the sea. I know that we could be forever wild and free. You never lie to me. I love you endlessly. There ain't no place I'd rather be. You pull me down, 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 down. I try to turn it around. You pull me down, 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 down. 10 feet under the ground. You pull me down, 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 down. I try to turn it around. You pull me down, 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 down. 10 feet under the ground. You pull me down.
welcome. Today we'll be explaining how Critical Ops Obsidian and Odyssey will work. Critical Ops Obsidian is a 3-stage tournament. The first stage, all teams are accepted and then will be put into a single elimination bracket with best of 3 matches. The top 8 will advance to stage 2. Stage 2 will be a league stage. It will be a best of 2 round robin where the top 4 will advance into stage 3, which is the playoffs. Stage 3 will be a unique format with the first and second place teams in stage 2 playing first. The winner of that game will go to the finals, the loser will go to match 3. Third and fourth place will play in match 2, the winner of that will go to match 3. The loser will be eliminated. Then the winner of match 3 will play in the finals against the winner of match 1. Moving on to point system. The point system is unique and qualifies you for Odyssey. You get less points as the Obsidians go on, so it's important to stay with your team. More information can be found on that on our website.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for waiting while we got map number 3 prepared behind the scenes. We are taking it over to Canals shortly, which is going to be exciting. We already had a fantastic maps number 1 and 2 over on Port and Grounded. We had 13-7 for the first map, with Uprising taking that lead, and the Monarchy putting up a close fight. Uprising almost got the 2-0 sweep, but ultimately Monarchy pulled through with a 13-11 victory on Grounded. And now we're going to be taking it over towards Canals for our final map of the stream to determine who's moving on to the grand finals and playing against Ice.
Yep. And with how everything went, Uprising is going to get a little bit of advantage here. They did get that 13-7 on the first map, and then getting super close on Grounded, being just a round or 2 apart. Unfortunately, Monarchy's not going to get that advantage. We're going to go into Canals. It's going to be their servers for Uprising. And so we're going to see how Canals lands out. Now, the fun part, if you guys hadn't played the game since the last update, like 2 days ago, there's been some changes. Pretty massive changes. The Canals that you once knew, that the U ratio dominated mid and held everything down, we have to say rip. Not rip that's playing, but rip the map, because that's no longer going to happen anymore. They've added some changes. They've added some new walls, some new things to the map to limit that visibility to where you can't be like seeing half the map from one side to the other. So they've limited that a little bit. So that gameplay is going to be changing, Mantis, and I'm super curious to see how these players do that. This is going to be the first real instance we're going to see.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of changes that you're mentioning. I kind of feel like it almost encourages players to try and get a little more aggressive, take more space, because they don't have to feel like they're getting pinched from 5 different angles at the same time. Yeah. So honestly, I'm kind of in support of that. It gives the Breach, and as well as the Coalition, just a little more opportunity to try and play aggressively instead of feeling like they have to sit back and just play for range. Of course, before we do get into this last map, we are quickly going to announce the 3 giveaway winners that we had before the break. So congratulations to XWKW, that's your IGN. We got Zazaroth and then Exter. Again, all of you will be getting those cases in a couple of days. Just give the devs some time to send those over your way. But you guys are the 3 winners, so congrats to you all. And of course, we may or may not have another one towards the end of the stream, so just stay tuned if we are doing that. But of course, real quick, we are going to go into the playoffs bracket just so we can take a quick look again and get a refresher of what these teams are competing for. So again, right now we're all tied up 1-1, Monarchy versus Uprising. Whoever wins this map is moving on to the grand finals. Whoever loses is getting eliminated and they're knocked out, officially going to be getting that 3rd place. So again, this map is for all the marbles.
Yep, this is for everything. And we've seen as everybody's made their way through, and Monarchy needs to... They need to redeem themselves, because, you know, that 2-0 with Ice, I'm sure they're not too happy about that. They definitely don't want to lose out with that. And they've made sure of that, to where since we're 1-1 now, and depending on how this last matchup might go, they'll either get a rematch, or they'll at least be able to redeem themselves for that last matchup and have a good fight all the way till the end. But again, one of these teams, Monarchy, Uprising, one of them will unfortunately lock it in for that 3rd place. And we're just going to have to wait and see as, again, Canals, the brand new Canals, see how that's going to play out. But again, Uprising is going to be having that advantage on the server side. So as we saw on map number 1, that advantage was huge. When they were on that flip, it was 10-2. I mean, they really put that to work.
Oh yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how Canals is going to work out here. But speaking of that third map, I do believe our teams are ready to jump into the knife round to decide what side they're going to be starting on. So I think we can go ahead and hop right into the final map of today's stream.
Yep. Let's hack and slash it. Let's see it. All right. Looks like we're rolling down into it. They've got it reset. They're ready to go. They got their blade sharpened. And they're ready to meet. And as you can see with the cameras there, that's one of the new walls. And are they going to try to lure them back into it? Or okay, here we go. There we go. We get to have the knife at one of the brand new walls. Looks like that's where they're going to meet.
Coalition
Hack and
wins.
slash would go, and that's a 3 for 3 for Uprising for taking the knife. So they get to choose what side now. As you see, those pings are up there again. As I mentioned last game, they weren't nearly as high. And the highest is about the average now. We're seeing upwards in the 160s. And game number 1, we saw even upwards to 170. So we will see. But they're going to go ahead and they have their sides. They have their placements. Let's get it.
And once again, for those of you that are just tuning in, we are 1-1 in the best of 3 right now. And right now we are playing on Uprising server. They had their own server pick on the first map. Both teams that won a map so far have done it on their own server. And so again, we're on Uprising server for this final map due to round balance. So you got to wonder if they're going to have just a slightly higher edge. But Monarchy are currently exploding on the site with these flashes, forcing everyone off the site. They're going to get the freest bomb plant ever and 5 players
Bomb has
alive.
been planted.
And Moxie getting a huge pick on Tyler as well with that late lurk over towards mid. And now he's going to hang out by the tunnels. But it looks like everyone is coming in from the coalition spawn, which means Moxie's going to have to try and regroup with the team quickly if he wants to be helpful here. And a lot of flashes coming in. What is happening right now? Death trying to go for the swing. He's full blind. But right there with the duel, he's able to find one. He's trying to hold on. Saw gets a pick. What is happening? It's the one-on-one. Oh my goodness. What is happening right now? Why is Moxie even peeking? I don't know, but he's going to be able to find the pick. What a chaotic pistol round.
And the fact that it's going to Monarchy, that they're going to need all the help that they can get at this point. So fantastic. And look at that. SA coming back into it right off the rip with him too. Yeah, you know, and again, I really love, especially with how much it costs to purchase. I love to see that it's back again, because I guess you can say back in my day and the OGs, you know, you'd see that all the time, you know, second round, just be dumping them. I love to see it back.
And again, seeing 3 of them now is kind of crazy, but one of them already gets dropped, and Veo's just going to find a 3K with the AK. Not before Tyler's going to get the refrag, but there we go. The SA is finally going to clean up the last 2 picks.
Yep, looks good. Mouse is going to keep it, and or didn't get a chance to get a pickup, but that's okay. It still puts in the work. But Monarchy, they're now going to have to start fighting for it, because we got rifles being purchased for Uprising. They got a little bit of the util to work with here, so let's see what they can do for it.
Smoke out!
And again, a lot of these angles are just going to be so unique to what we've casted before. Like, just seeing how the snipers can't really watch that cross into elbow anymore feels diabolical. It feels like a staple of Canals. And the fact that it's... And again, over here in the lower catwalk as well, we can see where Dom is kind of posted up right now. He actually has a lot more cover on his side. So he can, like, very safely be pushed up here and not have to worry about getting swung from, like, 3 different angles, which really gives a lot of, like, unique opportunities for how you can catch people off guard.
And also on the speed, too, because then if he needs to make for a beeline to go up through the cafe, he can, and he's already that much closer. Those extra few seconds really will matter, having that ability to be that far forward. But yeah, it creates a more interesting dynamic. We're not seeing people's heads get dinked off out of existence within the first 10 seconds to a sniper shot. So that definitely lengthens everything. No one's just getting, you know, a 4 or 5 within the first few seconds for the team. So they got to really work for it now.
Oh, and that frag is going to do so much damage.
Oh, return frags. Oh, but Tyler, he's still here. Even out of ammo, but he got 3.
Last bullet to clutch it up. I feel like the grenades almost did more damage than the guns there. I mean, we saw like frags and incendiaries coming out, and Tyler with the M4 gonna find a 4-piece.
Oh no, I don't think he was able to pick up a weapon in time. He's not gonna buy again. Oh, rip. Even out of ammo, but he got 3.
Last bullet to clutch it up. I feel like the grenades almost did more damage than the guns there. I mean, we saw like frags and incendiaries coming out.
Down to 2. Almost. Absolutely almost, but that's okay.
And now Monarchy looking like they're inching up towards B long. Don't have weapons for the most part. Masya, AK in hand, kind of just slowly working its way up. And Arm is going to be the one trying to hold it down. A frag is going to finish him off. But Masya, maybe with the hero rifle, can do something here. But a frag coming his way, oh my goodness. It just feels like a death sentence every time you see that streak of yellow heading in your direction. 007 manages to pick up an M4, but can't quite find the pick off of it.
I feel like these nades have just been going straight for people's faces this entire time. I mean, the accuracy of them, usually, you know, the people are just bouncing them off walls or whatever, but now these are just going straight for the kill zone.
And again, I mean, those direct impacts just hurt so much more. We're even seeing, like, I feel like you don't see this very often. They're, like, doubling up on the grenades and the incendiaries on the coalition side. They're like, we want maximum damage output from this util here.
Yeah. They're going to make sure that either someone's going to get a horrendous amount of damage or they're going to be taken all the way out. But look at Saw, though. The parkour aspect, I think we kind of forgot about that a little bit. Yeah, he's able to parkour his way up there and actually almost get a cleaner line of sight. But it does limit him, though. There's not much room to, either you got to get down or you're dead.
Oh, and Saw, what a big grenade kill. Dude, we need like a secret counter. Someone in the chat needs to like make a compilation. Every single grenade kill in the lower finals. We've seen so many today. Saw kind of contesting over by the sniper's nest. Oh, and there's a player right above Arm, Masya. They're kind of just like above and below. I don't think they know of each other's whereabouts. But again, Arm has to be careful pushing out here. There's no way they just let him walk up here, right? No shot. He's managed to... Oh, nobody's turned around! Oh my god! Dude, he had the timing and everything, and then he just... But again, he has to clear behind that wall now because it's like a new angle. He doesn't know if there's someone there.
True. But guess what? It's all down to Saw. And the 1v... Well, Masya is low. Rip is low. I mean, there's a good chance. Let's see, where's Razor at? Ah, he's right there. And Razor, and it's going to be Razor with all the HP. Yeah. Could have, would have, maybe should have, but that's okay. But hey, Monarchy
are going to get forced into the eco here now because of that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to hurt.
Well, mostly. We see Tyler forcing.
Yeah, they like their hero rifler, which, I mean, good surprise, you know, especially if they're all huddled together.
Yeah, because like they hear like 4 GSRs, they're gonna think it's an eco run, and then that one M4 can catch them off guard. They might try and get a little greedy and think like, okay, we have free kills, let's end it before they, you know, do something to surprise us. Dude, all of these grenades though, I feel like
this is not good.
Oh, they don't quite find the value we were looking for, but there's a good grenade from Dom. And oh my goodness, look how much damage was dealt. Death and Armor able to clean up the kills easily because of that.
Here we go, double it up. 007 didn't really get a whole lot going. Alright, so gonna rotate across. Side is basically open. We're gonna go ahead and Dom's gonna look. Get out just in time. Any more nades left? Masia does right there.
Bomb has been planted.
But not gonna make much connection for it. Right. Sauce coming up the rear. Flying
Again,
through the air.
This is so scary to clear on the retake now, because like you could have someone hiding in this cubby. Like that's just an extra angle you have to worry about. And Rip is gonna get a huge pick on the Sauce to have to run up. Dom with the GSR. Oh, he doesn't find the kill, man. That's where we gotta go for the headshot there. And Moss is gonna find a 2-piece. Dude, that hurts me to see, I won't lie. Cause like he's not even looking at you, man. If you go for that headshot, you get a gun there, and that could be your round.
Yeah.
But again, I think the gunfights that are the hardest to take are the ones where your opponents are not looking at you, because it just feels like they're going to do something that you're not anticipating. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're just like, I got to do it now. And then ultimately you miss the shot. Oh, man. But hey, again, great for Monarchy. They're now ahead by 2, setting themselves up for a good set. Because remember, they're at a disadvantage at this point. So anything that they can secure now, because once Uprising gets a little warmed up, this could be bad, or it could continue to be, equal across the board. Which keeping that mid control though is actually posed to be quite a bit of a pain for him.
And still a minute to work with for Monarchy here. Looking like they might be able to cross because of these smokes, but Saw has an interesting angle, going to spot one in the cafe, and now Dom should be able to clean up. Can't quite find the second, but he does so much damage to Rip. Rip shouldn't even be alive. I think he's on like 2 HP. I can't even see the health bar. That's how low he is. And now the incendiaries are starting to flood site, and Rip is going to get taken down by a random headshot, but Saw's super low as well. And again, all the frags are coming in, and Arm is just going to get bombarded off of site. There's still 30 seconds to work with. It looks like Masia has chosen to wrap around. And what is happening right now? 007 is going to have to try to go for the bomb plant soon. And he's going to get it 20 seconds on the clock, but finally the bomb is going to go down. And Def trying to go for a kill, but no, can't quite find it. It's up to Tyler. But 007, I think that it's either double or triple for the round.
Yeah, he's really putting in the work. I feel like he's feeling a lot better on Canals right now. Seeing him before, the Deagle rounds, he was doing great. But, in between, there was nothing flashy, but I feel like he's just been a little bit more confident this time around. But even with the disadvantage on the ping side, they're doing pretty good. Again, that could all change. They could all flip. Uprising's got plenty more rounds left to potentially take. But we'll have to... I don't know if it's going to be this one, because, they're a little weird right now with their buys. But if they can make it work, that'd be good. And here comes the nade. Nope. Yes, there it is. Not going to do much for it, but that's okay.
And Monarchy, I love how they're just like fighting for boat control right now. Like, we've seen Uprising get punished every time they try and contest this. Like, if they try and really push up into lower Cowox, right now Saw choosing to just play a little more passively, kind of just jump spotting for info. Which again, he does have the cover of the wall to sort of protect him. And now Smoke is coming out for the cross to maybe try and disrupt this peak a little bit. Oh, and Death manages to find a pick with a GSR. It looks like he got a potential head dink as well on another one. Those GSRs actually finding some pretty good value, but now they're going to explode onto the A site. And it's going to be a difficult retake. Saw is just taking so much grenade damage, and Masia has killed his own teammate with the incendiary. What is happening right now?
Well, that's good for Uprising. All right, we traded out. It's 1-on-2, 007, and from behind, is he going to see it? Yes, but again, back on the other side, is it going to be Arm or Dom? And Dom swings it just enough to get the attention. Okay. Now they get that money back and a pause.
Honestly, understandable pause from Uprising. Yeah. They were able to get that round, which is good for them. But things were looking a little interesting. They really need to change up their strategy, I think, for this map. Because again, we saw in the past, like, although Grounded was a good map for them, Canals is a map that they have not played as often. I think it was one of the only maps where they were like one match and like they lost versus their 11 map history on Grounded. And so Canals definitely going to be a bit more of an uphill battle. And again, we can also see the ping difference coming out here on these guys that are playing on NA servers. Mosia being the lone exception because he actually does live in North America. And so just having that slight advantage could also be a big help here. We can see he's top fragging, so he's definitely dominating quite a bit right here on this map.
Yeah, but that's a lot of pressure, though. I mean, even though he moved over, but I don't think he wanted to move over into the to basically the crutch for the team. I mean, having to fully take ownership for it to where everybody else will do fine, but at this point with the latency, he should be able to produce the most.
That's definitely what we would think. And now Monarchy forced into an interesting eco round. And I have to see Razor get a kill with the M1887 for the culture. No, he's just going to get mowed down, but not before Rip finds the kill. They get to 2K actually on site. What is happening?
Wait, Rip's got it. Rip has a chance.
I don't know. He's so low. There's no way they give him a kill with this gun, right? I mean, maybe someone peeks him A main.
Come on.
Oh, he's going to miss the shot. You don't like to see that. Mossy getting another pick. And honestly, pretty good eco round, all things considered, from Monarchy. They dropped 3 weapons on the side of Uprising, which is definitely going to hurt their economy coming into this next round here.
Yeah, I mean, out of everything they could have done, I mean, that's solid. I would have loved to have seen a shotgun kill, but, you know, we don't get them all, I suppose. We got the Super 90, though.
We did get the Super 90. All we need now is, like, the one thing I really want to see, we need the U ratio. Where is it at? Someone needs to buy one.
Come on, old time sakes.
Smoke grenade coming up. Tossing flashbang.
It's looking like yet another A execute from Monarchy. Oh, Dev tries to peek out, and Tyler's going to take some big damage with that smoke as well. Definitely needs to play a little more careful here because his teammate is already gone. Looks like Saul is rotated into spawn already just to sort of assist him. But now again, their mid is so exposed. Saul has to make a decision if he's going to assist on A side or keep watching that cross. And looks like he's choosing to back off here. And Monarchy, they still have plenty of time to work with here if they choose to go for a rotation. They're able to get another trade out on site, making it a 4-on-3. And with 3 players in elbow, I'm starting to think maybe they are going to finish off towards the A side. Yuto getting tossed towards backside. I think it's up to Saw here. He's in a really good position. Able to find one with the headshot. Tries to go for some wallbang. Gets a second kill.
There we go.
Tries to go for the flick shot. Gets some damage on 007, but not quite the pick. But Arm coming in for the trade. But 007, what? There's no way. I think Arm ran out of ammo there. I think someone ran out of ammo. I heard the click. That was a little scary.
I think that was 007 because he picked up the rifle real quick and then
you're
dropped it back. So yeah, I think he was fully anticipating to have to grab something else. I think even he was surprised. But we do it again. We try it.
And what's most surprising to me is how Monarchy don't have money despite that. Like you would think that they'd be rich now. I guess technically they never got the bomb planted, did they? So
no,
maybe
they didn't
get that extra little bit of cash that would have otherwise helped them out.
Yeah. But they're gonna try it anyways. they gotta use what they gotta work with. But I mean, you see two SAs, which again, I just it feels good seeing it back in. That's a good rifle to pick up here. They're gonna double pump it here. Works great. And they're working their way onto the side already. I mean, that's 2 for it.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Damn,
Somehow Tom managed to find one, but again, Monarchy are just all over the side here, and Tyler maybe looking to play for some exits here at this point. Spots the player on the drop, but again, takes just a couple too many bullets and gives Rip an easy trade. Monarchy are looking a little too strong here. considering they're at server disadvantage and on the breach side. I mean, again, maybe Canals is easier for breach now with all these map changes. It really comes down to how Uprising are going to handle it on the flip. But we are on the last round, and again, look at Saw. This man has an MR96, and that's it. I don't know what happened to his money or what he bought, but he's gonna have to do a miracle here, I think, with this gun.
I don't think he really bought anything too crazy. Any of these rounds, just maybe too much over investments, maybe.
I mean, he does choose to go for the armor, which is good because he can pick up a gun off someone and still be just as useful. So honestly, maybe that is the play here.
Yeah, just get some good taps, try to pick something up, stay out of the way a little bit.
Oh, and yeah, the grenades and incendiaries are coming out onto site. This is going to be a bit problematic for Tyler and Depth now. Tyler chooses to swing out though and finds the 2K. But Veo's going to come in from the back. Still knows, maybe he doesn't know there's another player backside. He kind of got flashed out, but Veo is finally going to get the pick. Chooses to go for the reload, smoke towards Coalition spawn. He really needs to reload this gun. But 007 is going to cover his push, and Dom tries to run through, but Monarchy have made it 8-4 going into the flip. What a fantastic first half for them, and they really come alive in this last map here.
Yeah, and I really got to give that to 007. Like I said, he wasn't flashy on any of the other ones besides Deagles, but I think this may be one of his favorite maps. If there's anything to go off of here, you know, he's really putting himself into good positions. That map control he's doing. I mean, he might be at a disadvantage for the lag portion, but you know, Peeker's advantage is a real thing.
We're getting a new strat, brand new Canal strat. Everyone hug the new wall.
Here we go. They're ready to conga line it just to pull someone out.
This might be peak. I need Tyler to just peek out and see 5 people sitting behind this wall. Well, I guess 4 people.
Let's see it. Peek it out.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, but he has a grenade. Oh my goodness. Wait.
Oh, God,
oh no. Oh my god. Look how much damage that just did. And Dom with another one as well. Okay, he doesn't find any picks.
Okay. But still, they're also hurt. Oh man, now you said new strat. Well, you might need to adjust that a little bit. Oh man. All right, they're gonna push it, but they're also low. Arm gets 2. Still not out of this yet.
Oh, there it is though.
Yeah. Ouch.
Bomb has been defused.
I think like a little bit more value for those grenades and it was probably over.
Yeah. I feel like that's one of those you have to you got to disperse pretty quickly to stretch that out. You can do that once, and then as soon as they see you, you gotta go.
Tossing incendiary.
And we've seen a couple SAs being bought here. One AR-15 from Rip as well. We've seen him buy it a couple times here. Razor holding this classic angle on the box. Hasn't spotted them on the push yet though, but there we go. Now he's gonna stand up. And the grenade is gonna do damage, but not quite find the pick. But Veo and Moxie coming in for just extra supporting util and gunfire. And I'm starting to think it's over for Uprising, at least for this round. Arm, last man staying, but Moxie gonna triple up for the round.
Yeah, even going for the pickup too.
Gonna stand up. And the grenade is gonna do damage, but not quite find the pick. But Veo and Moxie coming in for just extra supporting util and gunfire. And I'm starting to think it's over for Uprising, at least for this round. Arm,
Man.
showing that full versatility there with that 3-piece.
Incendiary out, frag. Incendiary out.
And so far, Monarchy having some good suppressing util as well. And again, we're noticing that for Uprising. We saw Monarchy were playing very well for map control. They were definitely fighting for mid control a lot. They were not afraid to push up, play inside of Cafe, or really contest the boat. Uprising, I mean, they're kind of doing that. They have Saw out in the middle here, but their presence doesn't feel as commanding around the map. And so it gives Monarchy so much more room to go for rotations here. But now they are starting to walk up, and now they do have a lot of control towards Upper Cat. And I think they just wanted to prove me wrong. They were like, let me make Mantis look like a liar real quick. Now Moss is coming in towards the back with the HK. Oh, I think he just barely spotted his head on the jump up there. So now he knows. And 007 is kind of worried that he's got to get peeked from the side here. Flash is going to come out and force him off the angle. Arm trying to go for the swing. And the SA is just not enough to get the pick there. And I think Uprising are going to be able to explode all over B sites. Nobody to contest this at all.
All right. They're getting slowly but surely. Bomb is down, so they've now set that in place. And now they've got to make their way back. And, well, will they,
are we saving?
Go for it? I think we are. This is the first save we've seen.
It really is, which is kind of crazy. Like, honestly, they have, like, smokes and stuff. It's kind of crazy that they're opting to save here, but honestly, maybe they're just looking to save the money and the weapons if possible. And yeah, I mean, getting a pick on Saw is big there. Maybe they're just trying to hurt the Econ as much as they can. If Uprising get impatient and start swinging, that could be where Monarchy get even more value. I think Uprising need to be very careful about taking gunfights serious.
Yeah, and I mean, Monarchy, even though they have some rounds to play with, this definitely does save them quite a bit. You know, just in case. You know, they still have those rifles, they still have the cash, just in case.
Tossing incendiary.
And now we're gonna have to see what Uprising has planned for the round, because again, Masia getting really aggressive with this HK here. Like, practically swinging tunnels. Oh my goodness, he walks out. Tyler has to back up though. He had the right idea, but now he's got to be careful because again, there's a little too much cover in this new update for these upper catwalk players to just contest it. And Mox is gonna spot one on the jump peak there. But can't quite find the pick yet. Arm with an AK trying to contest it, so he does get the first shots off, but it's gonna be hard to win that gunfight. Oh, Rip with an XT45. I need to see something beautiful if they push a cafe here. Like, surely you're good for one, right? You can catch at least one player off guard. No, it's not. Nope. Arm just with a full running spray. It's gonna take the dome off instantly.
Flashbang out.
All right, everybody got to reload. Everybody's ready. Flash is pulled.
Flashbang out.
And 2 has been gained.
Bomb has been planted.
But bombs on the other side. Do they push forward on a 3v3 again?
I mean, no way we get back-to-back saves here, right? Saul's pushed up so far that I'm honestly like... Oh, I don't think Moskya knows he's here. Oh, no way! How are you winning that?
No.
Oh my god. Wait, that is a big gunfight for Moskya. That could be enough to get another round. Razor finds one. Moskya coming in, he's gonna get the other one. Dom almost with the flick shot. Had the right idea.
I'm defusing the bomb.
Okay. Dude, we need the replay on that kill if possible. Like, that was diabolical. Oh, no way! How are you winning that?
No.
Oh my god. Wait, that is a big gunfight for Moskya. That could be enough to get another round. Razor finds one. Moskya coming in, he's gonna get the other one. Dom almost with the flick shot.
A little bit of something there. Man. And that puts Monarchy at 11. This is the moment right here that Uprising has to start doing, you know, their absolute best. Top tier.
I mean, they have like no util to work with. What are they gonna do post-plant?
I don't know.
And Moskya has pushed up and gotten a 3K with the SG. Oh my goodness, what is happening? He's trying to finish it off with the P250. And Veo's gonna find a headshot as well. Tyler last minute staying an elbow, but we're this close away from being at match point. Tyler able to find one quick pick though. But yeah, I mean, Monarchy are all playing together. If they just keep a pitch and elbow, what can he even do here? And 007 is gonna clean it up. And we are officially at match point. Mafia, the one NA player on the side of Monarchy, really clutching up as the MVP so far. I mean, not to say the other team's doing bad, because the rest of the team is performing well, but Mafia was 21-8. I mean, this guy's almost triple positive right now.
Yeah, I guess that NA connection coming in clutch right about now. And
oh my god!
No! Oh god!
That is not how we want to end the tournament. I mean, I feel like it's kind of fitting. We started the first round with like a 3K on the nades.
Oh my god, we did.
3K too.
Oh, we did. That's. Come on, Tyler.
Coalition wins.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
And a good right about now. And
Oh my God.
No. Your game. Man.
I mean, well played. It looks like Uprising have officially been eliminated and are going to be taking third place in the Obsidian League. Of course, Monarchy are going to be advancing to compete against ICE tomorrow in the grand finals. So
we get a
that's going to
rematch.
be exciting as well. Yeah, getting that rematch because again, they did fight them before and they lost 2-0. Now they're going to get to recontest. Of course, I'm sure ICE have been watching this stream. I'm sure they're taking their notes, seeing what's been going on here because
Yep.
you're not just going to let them get momentum like that. You're going to be watching your opponents, and that's kind of the one upside for ICE already being in the grand finals. They don't have to play right now. They're kind of just already chilling in their grand final slot, and they could just be studying and relaxing, practicing, doing what they got to do. There's no pressure, no nerves on them right now.
Nope. But they still get to at least do the mental work. That studying, making plans, making some alterations potentially. We'll just kind of have to see at that point. I mean, that's a little rough though, because Uprising started off so strong. I mean, that first map, the advantage that they had, I mean, they looked good, and even having that advantage rolling into map number 3, that's super surprising. But then again, Masia really just clutched up and had that advantage. And 007, I think, was the underdog here, like one of the highest pings, but yet still able to output as much as he did.
Yeah, I mean, again, Masia being an NA had such good, we could tell, like, the ping was not really helpful for Monarchy on that first map when they won 13, or when they lost 13-7, but on the third map, Masia really turned up. And again, having that NA ping definitely had a huge impact on them winning that map.
Yeah, it really did. But congratulations, though. We are going to see Monarchy move forward for the rematch against ICE. It's going to be a best of 5, and it's going to be tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. CEST. So make sure that you have that locked in. And for the NA folks, about 12 o'clock on the central side. So do your conversions there as needed. But yeah, it's going to be a good game. We get to see that rematch come forward. And Monarchy, good luck. And, they've had to play hard today, and they're going to play even harder tomorrow.
It's going to be an exciting match tomorrow. Of course, we have one special announcement before we end the stream. We do want to announce that
Time Rumbles have been always fun, interesting. We don't get to see the smaller maps as often, so it's always nice to give those a little bit of a showcase for it. So we love it. It's coming soon, so make sure that you, again, like Manda said, join everything. Make sure that you're signing up for that, and have a good time with a 3-man team to do some crazy stuff as we move forward. But unfortunately, for today, we are out of things to do since we have our winner for today, being Monarchy, and we'll find out tomorrow with me and Artie. Going to be finding out who's going to be the overall champion. Whether if it's going to be ICE, because they've done pretty good so far, or is Monarchy going to bring that back? I don't know if we could see a 3-0, or we could see that fight all the way to the end. I'm excited, Mantis. I know you are too, but unfortunately, we got to call this quits for the day.
Yeah, but it's been a good match. Congratulations to both teams for putting up a fantastic fight. We always love to see a good 2-1 match. We don't like to watch a 2-0 sweep, even though it might prove that one team is a lot better. It's not as entertaining for the viewers. So congratulations to everyone for putting up a good fight. And again, congrats to Monarchy for moving on to the grand finals tomorrow, where, of course, Arde and A-Master are going to help you guys figure out who's going to be the champion for the Obsidian tournament.
Perfect. We appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. It's been a good time. And until tomorrow, I'll see you there. Mantis will see you in the chat. And you guys will see Artie next to me. So thank you guys so much. And you have a great day.
I still hear your voice at night, make me feel alright. Jump right back into my life. 'Cause we could dance the night away, make me love you through the haze. Ain't no need to be afraid. I still hear your voice at night, make me feel alright. Jump right back into my life. 'Cause we could dance the night away, make me love you through the haze. Ain't no need to be afraid. 'Cause I want you bad, I do. You coming back, 'cause I still hear your voice at night, make me feel right. Jump right back into my life. Give me something else to do than thinking about. Are you thinking about it too? Don't need reason, my reasoning is you. I knew that we were bound to fall apart, but always kept you deep inside my heart. Maybe someday you'll forget the past. Still hear your voice at night, make me feel alright. Jump right back into my life. Cause we could dance the night away, make me love you through the haze. Ain't no need to be afraid. I want you bad, I do. You coming back, 'cause I still hear your voice at night, make me feel alright. Jump right back into my life. I think about you, I really do. I keep on running back, I'm running back to you. I think about you, I really do. I keep on running back, I'm running back to you. Still hear your voice at night, voice at night. I still hear your voice at night, voice at night. I still hear your voice at night, make me feel right. Jump right back into my life. I do.